How to Mash Monsters by Catherine Leblanc and Roland Garrigue. How to mash monsters.
Chop, chop.
How to mash big monsters. You may not think so, but here's a news flash. The largest of monsters are easiest to mash. The biggest monsters don't run very fast. Shake them off easily as you zip past.
What is that kind of monster?
I don't know. What do you think?
Maybe a little portraits?
Big, heavy monsters are not smart at all. Just point them the wrong direction, and without thinking, they will go. Wide monsters can't squeeze through tight spaces. Come up with a plan to block their way and rest in your room nice and safe. Some monsters don't know how ghastly they look. If one comes along, hold a mirror in its way and give that big ugly monster a spook.
I have a lot of eyes.
Huge monsters are very impressive, it's true. But with help of a pointy pine needle, you can prick their massive foot and whoosh, they deflate and go kaput. How to mash little monsters. You need to be very observant to mash little monsters. They sneak about everywhere. They crawl up the walls. They fly onto your nose. They slip and slide around your plate and cozy up beneath your sheets. But you can't stop eating for fear of swallowing one, or stop playing for fear of breathing one in, or stop sleeping for fear of one creeping between your toes.
Did you say toes?
I did. To get rid of little monsters, sprinkle sugar in a line leading up to a pot. Wait very patiently at that spot. One by one, the mini monsters will come. And once they hop in, quickly clap on the lid. Then you can make monster marmalade. Tiny monsters may be strong in numbers, but they are ridiculously weak. In fact, they can't do anything to you. They would love to have just a bit of your muscle. If you call them scaredy cats, just watch how they hustle.
Ew.
How to mash medium-sized monsters. Medium-sized monsters are the worst, for they are well disguised. They can look like anyone. When you least suspect there's a monster around, all of a sudden, he won't leave you alone. To get rid of them, ignore them at first, something most medium-sized monsters detest. Pretend that they don't exist, and they'll get upset and finally quit. If one still dares to annoy you, take it by surprise and tear off its disguise. Just grab a corner and the whole thing will come loose. Revealed, the monster will immediately vamoose.
That is a moose?
I said vamoose. It means run away fast. How to mash weird monsters. Whether they are big, teeny, or in between, when dealing with the weirdest monsters of all, here are a few tricks to keep up your sleeve. Drooling monsters despise mustard. With a smear on your cheek, they'll recoil all flustered. Prickly monsters are not crazy about glue. If you spread some on the ground, they'll get stuck and wiggle round. Firecracker monsters can't stand the smallest drop of water, so fill a glass and splash. They will crackle into 1,000 colors, then fizzle out in a dash. Grumbling monsters that want to eat and eat are allergic to confetti. Shower them with sparkles and you will see them cough so hard they'll lose their teeth. Shapeless monsters are the hardest to fight. They may seem impossible to beat, but they do despise a blustery breeze. So throw open the windows and into the air the monsters will float away, along with your cares. The end.